horrified. I want you to hear this. I'm not making light of anything here today. And I'm not minimizing the horror or tragedy of the high school shootings and grade school shootings we've seen in the last while. But as a nation, folks, listen to me carefully. As a nation, we've been murdering children for years now. You see, but we call it a right. As vile and violent as this whole procedure is, even to the point of what we call partial birth abortion, where a baby's head comes out, the baby is totally viable, it can live, and the doctors stick scissors in the back of the skull. And we call it a right. You see, we've been violently murdering children for years, 60 million now in this nation. And yet our children do to each other what we've been doing to them, and we're horrified. Somebody has to do something. No, we have to recognize what we become as a society. We have to see what we are. We've driven God out of our collective consciousness. We've driven God out of our schools. We've raised our children on vile videos in the name of freedom. Oh no, they can't hear about God because there's a supposed separation between church and state. Did you know what the Constitution really says? You know what the separation really is? You know what the law really says? The law really says the state shall not impose a religion. That's really what it says. It doesn't mean kids can't pray in school. It has never meant that. But you see, the ungodly propagate a big lie and hope that the whole society is going to believe it. Now we're reaping what we've sown. We've sown the wind, as the scripture says, and we're reaping the whirlwind now in America today. A minority viewpoint doesn't have the right to dictate to this nation what is right and what is wrong, and what we should and what we should not believe. A minority viewpoint is guiding the nation. Do you understand that? It's only a small percentage of the population is dictating all the rules of this society. But I make a declaration today. America is still a nation under God. We still trust in God in this society. And we are not powerless. We have access to the throne of the King, and we're going to return as a people and begin to pray and watch God raise his hand one more time. Enough is enough in this generation. Enough of this. Enough of the threatening letters and the lawsuits and telling our kids they can't pray even in a sporting event. Enough of this stuff. We are more and mightier than they are. Rise up, O Church of God. Rise up, O Church of God. Get back to the house of God. Get back to the prayer meeting. If you can't find a prayer meeting, find a neighbor that wants to pray and start to pray and watch what God will do. Psalm 59.